This quick video will show you how to launch Gorilla Studio 8 if you are upgrading from Gorilla 7 on a Mac. When you install Gorilla Studio 8 on a Mac computer and still have Gorilla 7 on the same computer, you have to set the preference for Gorilla to launch version 8 instead of version 7. This only has to be done once, so let me show you how to do that. Here, on this Mac, I have installed Gorilla Studio 8. As you can see here, the Gorilla 8 folder is in the Documents folder. You will also see a Gorilla 7 folder. Now, even though I select the Gorilla 8 folder and then select the Launch Gorilla icon here, Gorilla will launch version 7. To change this so that Gorilla launches version 8, do this. From the Extras pull-down menu, select the Admin option. Then select the Access button. Next, from the File menu, select Fix, then open Admin Preferences. Down here, make sure that the Startup checkbox is checked. Then select the Browse button. Select the Gorilla 8 folder, which should be in Documents. Then select the Gorilla 8.01 folder, or a later version if that is installed. Then select the scheduling.fmp12 file. It must be this file here. Then select Open. If you select this field here and scroll to the right with the arrow keys on your keyboard, you will see that the startup file to launch is the scheduling.fmp12 file in the Gorilla 8.01 folder. You can now quit Gorilla. Now, launching Gorilla again, I will launch by double-clicking the same Launch Gorilla file in the Gorilla 8 folder. And notice that Gorilla Studio 8 will launch. The next step is to transfer your projects, your schedules and budgets from version 7 to version 8. So on this License Agreement page, click Accept. Now, this is important. Do not select one of these buttons. Instead, select the Update button. In the Version to Update Options screen, select version 7. Then click the Continue button. On the next screen, you should see any and all Gorilla 7 folders. In my case, I only have one folder, which is Gorilla 7.15. Notice that your registration information will copy from version 7 to version 8. And the activation key for version 8 is the same as version 7. Select the Gorilla 7 version you want to import schedules and budgets from. You will see this warning, which basically tells you that all schedules and budgets that are currently loaded in version 8 will be overwritten with the schedules and budgets from version 7. Which is fine because those schedules and budgets are the demos that come with version 8. This process will take a few minutes, depending on how many projects you are importing from the older versions. Once complete, all projects should be imported into the new version. I will now quit Gorilla. Now, let me show you something else which is important. If I go to the Documents folder and go to the Gorilla 7 folder and double-click the Launch Gorilla file here, notice what happens. It will launch version 8, not version 7. If you want to revert to Gorilla 7 for any reason, this is how you do that. Go to the Project Manager in Gorilla Studio 8. From the Extras pull-down menu, select the Admin option, then Access. From the File menu, again select Fix. This time you will see a new option in Gorilla 8 called FileMaker Init Setup. Here you can specify the exact version to launch when Gorilla launches. If I click version 7 here, Gorilla will launch version 7.15. If I select version 8, Gorilla will launch version 8.01. If I wanted 8.02, for example, I could enter that number here, then select the version 8 button, and notice that here the version will change. Then select the Set Preferences button and restart Gorilla. So whatever you set up in this preference determines which version of Gorilla will launch. Whether you launch from any of the Launch Gorilla files, the Gorilla icon in the dock, or if you launch the Gorilla application from the Application folder. That wraps up this lesson. Have a great shoot.